Welcome everyone to another video regarding Canvas. So this is a tutorial on how to download your exam statistics as well as how to sort them out and select best questions for your database or for future exams. So let's get to it. First, you have to log on to your Canvas instance. And once you're already in your appropriate course, click Quizzes. And then you have to select which exam you want to analyze. So for instance, I'm going with long exam 1. And then I'm going to click long exam 1. So of course, this assumes that the students have already taken long exam 1 and you already have the results with you. You have to go to the right side of your Canvas screen. So click the quiz statistics button on the upper right side of your Canvas screen. Once you open your quiz statistics, it will give you a quick summary of the average score, the and the low scores of your students, as well as standard deviation and the average exam time for that particular exam. As you can see, you have here a nice histogram and you have the question breakdown here on under quiz statistics. So from this window, you can actually see already the discrimination indices as well as the difficulty indices here for each of the multiple choice questions that you have in your exam. From the quiz summary screen, you can already pick out which are the quote-unquote best questions by looking at questions with higher discrimination indices. Now, of course, you can also tag your questions according to their difficulty levels. So discrimination indices are very much different from difficulty indices. The second value here is your difficulty index. Now, of course, if you want to see all of these difficulty and discrimination indices in more detail and in full detail, you want to download the entire exam statistics. To download the exam statistics, you have to click on this item here, Item Analysis. So if you click Item Analysis, it will generate for you and it will download the file for you in the form of a CSV or a comma separated value file. So just look at your download folders and try to open your downloaded CSV file. Once you've downloaded your item analysis CSV file, you'll be shown with a lot of these data. Column B shows us the question stem. You can extend column B, the width of column B, and click on the individual questions. If you scroll to the right side of the database, under column Q is your difficulty index. So it lists all of the difficulty indices of all your questions. So for instance, question number 2, this is the second question. If you can highlight the row there. So question number 2 has a difficulty index of 0.56, meaning 56% of the students answered this particular question correctly. The higher the difficulty index, the easier the question. Column R represents the alpha, which is consistency and general reliability of the entire exam itself. So as you can see, all values under column R is the same. The highest score for alpha, as with all the other indices, is 1. And you want a higher alpha for your exam. An alpha value for your exam of around 0.7 or 0.8 and above means that overall your exam is of high reliability. And column S represents the point by serial of correct. The point by serial of correct is the same as the discrimination index, which I showed you earlier. Please be careful that you are looking at the point by serial of correct column rather than the other point by serial of distractors column. So the other columns are labeled point by serial of distractors. At this point, these columns are pretty much useless for our analysis. So let's stick with the point by serial of correct column or the discrimination index column. If you want to sort them out according to high difficulty indices or high point by serial indices, What you can do under Excel, you can select the first row, row number 1, and then go to Home, and then look for the filter option. So it looks like A to Z with a funnel there. So try to look for the options under editing. So look for the filter option. Once you click the filter, it will give you down arrows for all of the columns on the top row of your Excel file. And what you can do is just go to the right side under difficulty index or point by serial of correct index, and then sort them out according to high versus low by clicking on the down arrow, and then sort largest to smallest or smallest to largest if that is your preference. So it sorts out this particular column according to their discrimination index value. Similarly, you can also do that to the point by serial of correct. So you can sort it largest to smallest. So the better questions come up top, and then you can select these questions for your database. For example, this particular question, which has the highest discrimination index of 0.54, if we go back to the question stem, this is the question. The second highest discrimination index is for this particular question, has a discrimination index of 0.53. So I hope that makes sense, and good luck with creating your exams, and that's it.